What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Dermy Wormy, and I have two videos for you today. Uh, Tonight I'm planning a live stream again. Probably more Conan, no Ballbusters this week. I'm planning on going to see John Wick. That movie came out last weekend. I want to see it. I like the John Wick franchise. As over the top as it is, I think it's fun, very enjoyable. Well. There's another movie coming out just next week, and I completely forgot about it. I forgot that it actually existed, and I am excited to see this movie. Extremely excited. And I'm extremely worried about what we are going to see just because of how excited I am. I do fear that I have my expectations are all the way up here, and I should lower them a bit, but if I want them to outdo my expectations. I do have my scares. But something happened. Well, before we get into that, what movie am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about the Super Mario Bros. Movie. I'm legitimately excited. I have been a fan of Super Mario for a long time. It was one of the first games I played outside of Pokemon on the Game Boy Advanced at the time. It's a fun. Everybody has their memories with Mario. Mario is a massive brand. Mario is a massive thing. And yes, people are terrified. When the voice first was revealed, one, that it was Chris Pratt, and two, when they first heard the voice, people were like, hey, where's the Mario voice? This is just Chris Pratt. This isn't the Mario voice. And, people were concerned. Now, throughout the trailers, you have seen moments where you hear the Mario voice, where it's noted, and I cannot remember the guy's name off the top of my head. The actual voice actor for Mario in the games and stuff is also credited in the making of this movie. So we will see. Main thing I want to see, Mario grab Bowser by the tail, spin him around, and say, "So long, Gray Bowser." That's what I want, because I find it funny. Anyways, Chris Pratt, though, and doing the press tours and stuff, actually, I think he did something really, really well. And I was amazed at how he handled this. I like it. I think it works well, and it's a breath of fresh air that we don't really see nowadays in media. You don't see actors coming out all the time saying, hey, come see our movies. Hey, we know you're fans. You're very passionate. Just come see the movie and take a judge, okay? I respect the fans. We're doing this out of love. We're not doing this out of a cash grab. I like what he has to say. And you know what? Let me just have his words speak for himself. I think that's the best idea.
Okay, so you guys have kind of poked fun at this. The voices. When the trailer came out, everyone was like, why don't they sound more Italian? But I think the movie handles it in such a great way. So what do you say to the people who are saying they need to sound more Italian?
I will say, I wish they did sound a little bit more Italian than what they gave us. But what Chris Pratt says here is, it's amazing. I love what he says.
I come watch the movie. Go watch the movie, and then we can talk. I really think that, like, once you see the movie, and you know what? And in all honesty, I think you probably need to watch it twice.
That's all you need to say. Hey, come watch the movie. And I like that. Hey, you need to see it twice. Watching it twice is a whole lot better than watching it once. So please go see this movie. You're gonna enjoy it.
I think that, in all honesty, the answer, though, is that this is a passionate fan base, and it makes sense. Like, I understand, I'm part of it. This is the soundtrack to your youth.
Yeah.
And you don't want someone to come along and cynically kind of destroy it as a cash grab with the movie. I fully understand that. You do not want that to happen. And there were so many hearts.
Before he continues, I liked what he said there. I liked how he pointed it out. I liked how he pointed out how Hollywood's been treating a lot of these IPs. And that's what a lot of people were afraid of with this Super Mario IP. Now, Nintendo is extremely protective of Mario. To the nth degree protective, like more protective than Disney is with Mickey Mouse levels of protection. Mario is a household name. Mario is one of the most iconic characters in gaming history. Everybody knows Mario. Your grandma next door who has no internet probably has dial-up TV. Well, dial-up it still has like the spin, the wired phones that are connected to the walls with the spinner, you know, to make phone calls. Has black and white TV still. Only gets 3 channels and half of them are static. She knows who Mario is. That is how powerful the name Mario is. And he is 100% right that Mario is connected to everybody. Everybody has this deep connection with this character. And that's why people are so critical of it. And he's respecting that. And I like what he says next. I just love it because it gets me hyped up. And it's something that a lot of us have been pointing out that, hey, this is something that's in the works. It's in the works.
And souls and minds dedicated to making sure that didn't happen. And you saw the movie. It's really honors the video game. It honors the world of Mario, and is very promising as to like what we could expect over the next 10 years, like an entire universe of these types of movies. They're super nostalgic. They're really fun. It's Illumination, so they know what they're doing. And it's great because, I mean, if you, especially for me now that I have kids, like I have to see every animated movie.
He says, what he says next is he has to see every animated movie, whether they're good or bad. But what I gotta say there is the key. The key of what he just said. If this movie does well, we could see a Nintendo universe. The MCU, the NCU. Probably won't be called the NCU, it'll probably be called something else. But Nintendo is setting up to do the unthinkable. To do something that Marvel has really been the only company to succeed at doing this, and now it's going down the drain. Disney is going down the drain. Nintendo and Illumination, Universal Studios, they are gearing up to take that mantle. With a cinematic universe, I've been talking on live streams, and maybe I've done it one video on this. I think they're planning on doing a Super Smash Brothers style Avengers movie eventually. Now, that'll be an interesting thought process of how you're going to do this, because you also would have to get Game Freak technically involved because of Pikachu, and there's all sorts of interesting things there. But you could get an animated Zelda movie in the same style. You could get Star Fox. You could get all sorts of really cool things coming from this. And what Chris Pratt did there was just over the top amazing. What he was doing was exactly what even Bounding pointed out, and what a lot of people point out. It harkens back to the reason we love Henry Cavill. It's because he's a fan. It's because he knows how to interact with fans. He knows that the people that are criticize the Witcher show, the people that criticize the Mario show, are fans. They are passionate fans, and they love these properties. And I have tons of respect for these guys for recognizing it. Heck, even this dude whose name is escaping me, I know I've seen him and stuff. He's from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I like him as Luigi. I do like the Luigi voice he's giving. I think it could be fun. It has that energy that Luigi has of kind of being a little scared, high pitched in certain areas and a little scared. I think that's fun. I think these guys are doing a great job hyping up the people to go see this movie. They're doing a fantastic job of doing that. And guess what? I have something to end this out on a guy who's not doing it very well. Seth Rogen. And I have to end this out because this is the only... I have 2 reasons I'm worried about this movie is Seth Rogen and Chris Black. Chris Black? Why did I say that? Jack Black. Why did I say Chris Black? I don't know. Jack Black is something I'm terrified of. I like his Bowser voice. I will give him that. I don't like Jack Black as a person, but Seth Rogen's even worse. I think he can get away with doing this in this movie, especially because the only other time we've actually heard Donkey Kong talk was his own animated show. And my God, that was awful. But what he says here isn't very... It doesn't breed, hey, come watch the movie. It breeds, I don't really care. The Super Mario Bros. Movie star Seth Rogen says Donkey Kong sounds just like him because I was very clear, I don't do voice work. Reflecting on his approach to bring Mario longtime ape adversary to life during a recent interview with comicbook.com, the actor recalled how he told the film production team, I was very clear, I don't do voices, and if you want me to do this, to be in this movie, it's gonna sound like me, and that's it. Laughing, Rogen added, and that was the beginning and end of that conversation. I don't like how he says this. I don't like how he responds to this, and his reasoning for how he's playing the character is solely from the Mario video game, Donkey Kong video game, the OG Donkey Kong video game that I respect, but at the same time, as a Nintendo buff, this Donkey Kong isn't that Donkey Kong. This is younger Donkey Kong. That Donkey Kong, I believe, is actually Grumpy Kong, but I could be getting that one wrong. So, and this Mario isn't that Mario either. That's Nintendo. That's deep Nintendo lore right there. So, and I had to throw the Seth Rogen part into it because I don't like what he's doing here. I don't think this sells the movie. But what Chris Pratt did, along with his co-star, whose name is 100% escaping me right now, I think they did a fantastic job, and I am still going to see this movie, even though I don't like Seth Rogen. But let me get you guys' thoughts down in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Share it out with friends. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video and go live, guys. I have made it to 856 subscribers. I am almost there to the 1K mark. If you guys can just do me the honor of pushing me over that mark, I would greatly appreciate it. And yeah, I will see you guys all on the next one. Bye for now.